Hey guys, what's going on? Wild here. Today I'm going to be taking you guys through what I think are the best and essential FiveM graphics visual enhancers. Now, before I go on to start the video, I just want to highlight a couple of things. I am going to be walking you through how to install them. I'm just not going to be showing you the websites. All the links will be in the description below, so go open them now before we start installing. Second of all, guys, I have worked to find these mod packs. If you would have watched my previous video, which is now outdated, do not watch that. You would note that I had so many files from old texture packs that have just improved my game, and then I've just been like, nah, not working. I have searched, and finally I'm so glad to bring you guys the best of the best and what is going to work best, whether you have the best graphics unit, you can update it, or whether you have the worst graphics unit. It may be changed to the way you feel, or it may be edited to the way you feel, but there's going to be my suggestions on what are the basics and you should have, and then there's also going to be the add-ons, which I'll note at the end. Now, before I do go into actual installing them, just want to mention a big thank you to one of my mates who has helped me out finding the issue with my old video. The old video worked, it was just there was clashing between files and you had to install them in a certain way, which we did do. Unfortunately, one of the other mods was conflicting with the files and ended up causing an issue with better visuals. So without further ado, his name will be in the description, and let's get started. So our first pack that we're going to be opening now is going to be the Make Visuals Great Again 2.65. Now this is a community website, so if you do go on to install it, which I highly recommend you do, this is our main graphics unit and this is what will be making the game look better. You're welcome to stop here and read through all of this. This is what it does, so just don't worry about that. You'll see it in the short showcase at the end. So like I said, it is a community website, so you may have to create a profile to download. Some people have, some people haven't. But if you do end up going to, I suggest you just don't agree to the emails and then delete the account after. So when ready, go and download the file. You'll agree to download something and it'll confirm that you have to download it one last time. Then it'll download in 5 seconds. So once that's done, the relatively small file it is, head over to our next page. This is going to be Better Visuals 105. Now this is used in so many videos by so many YouTubers and it's just trusted and used so often. But in this, there are 3 different settings. The first one is the dim setting, which again is very bright and I suggest people use if you were just looking for a basic EMS lighting enhancer. It works for all vehicles from what I can understand. However, it may not work with some vehicles on your server. This is the bright setting, again a little bit brighter, and then after we'll go to the super blinding setting, and the blinding setting just kills you, to be honest. If you are using the blinding setting, leave a comment down in the description below. I will personally send you a message and just say thank you for sacrificing your eyes. Anyway, so once the Better Visuals is ready to install and you've checked over it, if you want to, just download it. It'll take you to a secondary website and it'll just confirm and say thank you for downloading Better Visuals. Now if it doesn't download, just click here, it'll start it again or take you to another website. So once Better Visuals is done, we're going to be heading over to my recommendation but not required. So we're going to be going over LA roads, which I'm sure some people have heard of if you've looked at visuals before, but if you haven't, LA roads is practically just makes your roads look realistic. So for example, there's Panorama Drive, which is really noticeable as you're heading past Sandy Shores Airfield. That has a lot of lines which change the way it looks, way different to normal GTA. Then there's US Route 15 or Grand Sonora Freeway. And then of course there's just roads around the map which is practically doing everything for it and just making it look so much better. Anyway, then we'll have LA vegetation. Now this is purely for trees, bushes, grasses, whatever, you name it. If it's vegetation, LA vegetation makes it look better. It just makes the bushes look amazing. It makes the grass look amazing. It does its job really well and it's the best I can find and one of the only I can find. So when ready, go ahead and download these 2. Open links in new tabs because they will take you to a Google website. Just confirm both downloads. It'll take you to a secondary page. Again, confirm the download. When ready, do the same for LA vegetation. And feel free to close all of those tabs. Now while those guys are installing, they may take a little bit as one of them is a very large file, so just let them install. I think LA Revo, which is just the roads overhaul, I think that's a gigabyte, so it's not the smallest of the files we have, I think it's actually the largest. So after you've done that, feel free to leave your browser open while it's installing. And once again guys, just to note, this is optional. You do not have to use this. This is for people who have more of a higher end graphics card and can look to that. However, Better Visuals as well is optional because Make Visuals Great Again does do its own LED and EMS brightness overhaul. But once again, highly suggested you go with Better Visuals and Make Visuals Great Again. However, this also highly suggested, but it's not required. So while that's going on, if you do want to find your FiveM directory, which I cannot guarantee it's going to be in the one spot, go ahead and right click on your Windows icon in the top left corner, or for most people down in the bottom left here. Click Run. It's going to pull up something blank like this. And when done, what you want to do is you want to type in percentage local app data. Now just hit enter, it'll open a file. When that file's open, just make sure to look for the FiveM file. It'll generally be between E and G. Open up that FiveM file, and when you've opened that FiveM file up, be sure to just remain at this screen. Now, first things first is if you have any mods or plugins that you don't see here, such as the plugins folder, these are all plugins that I've installed after. Now, if you guys do want to see any plugins in the video installation, be sure to leave a comment below. I will tell you how to install what I think are the basic plugins, what I think is really, again, going to immerse your FiveM experience. So let's go ahead and wait for these mods to install, and when they're done, I'll be sure to come back to you guys, and I'll see you in a sec. Alrighty guys, once you're done installing all of those files, feel free to head over to your download section in your file explorer and just remain at your download so you can have eyes on your Better Visuals, Conversion Revo, Conversion Vegetation, and Make Visuals Great Again. We're no longer going to be needing our browser, however the links are still in the description, so if you do want to come back and look at them another time, don't worry about it, just close your browser and you can come back and watch a video again. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be starting off with is our Make Visuals Great Again file. Let's go ahead and open that one up in WinRAR. And once done, go ahead and hit the back arrow in your File Explorer. Now once done, drag and drop your File Explorer just to your home screen into a smaller area so you have both compared next to each other. Now when ready, open your Make Visuals Great Again file, head to Manual Installation, Files, Update, Update.ipf, and head to Common. Now after that, head into Data and remain here. Now follow this file path in your FiveM directory. Go to Citizen, Common, Data. Now remain in the data file and highlight everything from time cycle to HBAO settings.xml and drag it into your FiveM directory at the file path of Citizen, Common, and Data. It may ask you to replace some files or it may not. It's asking me to because I already have some of these files installed. Now once you have your Make Visuals Great Again file open, there's no need to close any of the WinRARs. Just click the up arrow continuously until you get back to your downloads. Then once you're here, you'll be able to see LA Vegetation, LA Revo, and Better Visuals. Now you want to open your Better Visuals pack. Now there's no point exiting this directory, just remain where you are. Now head to Better Visuals, head to Mod Settings, and highlight the dim setting. Once in there, drag and drop the visual scenes.dat and replace any files in the destination. Once done, leave as is, head back in your WinRAR and head to Conversion LA Vegetation. Do not do the Revo first because the LA Vegetation creates a file path for us, and if that file path isn't created, we cannot install the roads. Now when ready, head over to your FiveM directory, head back to the main FiveM folder. Now remain here, do not go any further or do not head into any folders. Now on your WinRAR tab, head into Conversion.LA Vegetation, highlight the Citizen folder by clicking on it once, and drag and drop it into your FiveM directory. Now it may take a quick second and it may ask you to replace some files, but when it does ask you to replace some files, just say yes. However, if it doesn't, don't worry about it. Again, I already have these mods installed, so it's just replacing the files that are already there. Alright, once done, head out of there, it should be all figured out, and head to the Conversion-LA Revo patch. Open that up, head to completed conversion, Citizen, Platform, Levels, GTA 5, and remain in the GTA 5 folder. Now when ready, head into Citizen in your FiveM directory, Platform, then head to Levels, GTA 5, and remain here. Highlight _ city E to generic in the WinRAR tab, and drag and drop it into your GTA path at Citizen, Platform, Levels, and GTA 5. Now this is going to be in your FiveM folder, however it is going to be under GTA 5 path, alright? So this may take a second to figure itself out. It is a lot of files, and again is the largest file out of all. It should be around 130 items. If it's 129, don't worry about it, it just should be around there. Place all files and destination when ready. Give it a second, it will take some time. Alrighty, it'll generally take 3%, about 5 seconds to get there, and once done, it'll just kick off and go. Right, there we go, all done. So guys, feel free to close all of your GTA 5 /FiveM directory. Remember, not the GTA 5 directory. I'm sorry if I'm calling it, because it is this file here, which is in your FiveM directory. Make sure all of this has been installed in the correct areas. If you do want to go back, watch it, or slow down the video, I suggest doing so. If you want to slow down, just click on the cog icon on the video, and then it'll come up playback time. Just swap that down to a 0. something, and you'll be able to sort yourself out. Feel free to close up all your files now, and that's us done for the installation part of the video, guys. If you're going to enjoy, a like rating would be greatly appreciated, and don't forget to share this between your friends, or at least people who are looking for visual enhancers in FiveM and graphics packs that are just going to make the game pop. Anyway guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. Once again, this is not meant for me, this is shared to the people who need it the most, and to not waste your time for hours and hours and hours looking for packs that suit. This was not endorsed by any of the owners, if that's what it thinks. It's just, this is what I found works best for me. Anyway guys, enjoy the rest of the clips, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you.